Yes.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to today's Wednesday edition of the Midday Motivation. Hope everybody's doing well. Make sure you say good morning when you come in the room, or hello, or something. So we
say
know that
hello
you're here.
and good morning.
Good morning, Miss Bonnie. Good morning, Carl. Good morning, Sister Margot. I hope all is well with you guys. Welcome. If you're determined to have a productive Wednesday, go ahead and put a boom in the comment feed. Many of you are probably like us that are doing the end of year cleaning.
Good morning, Mr. Tina.
Is that another word? The end of year blitz. Cleaning blitz, where you straighten up everything so you don't go into the new year with dirty clothes, dirty house, blah, blah, blah. Did we know that was a thing before we came here?
Yeah, I never did it though.
Oh, I never knew it was a thing.
I
think we did it because it's just cleaning up. My mother.
It's on the heels of big holiday.
My mother wanted. We took down all the Christmas decorations on New Year's Day, so all of the other stuff was up before we went to church New Year's Eve.
Gotcha.
But it wasn't like putting all your clothes down,
No, I'm doing that. It's not even the traditional. I'm doing it because I can't go into another season like we've been in this season. I refuse to. Hey, Joe.
That's why I was looking crazy that way. Like, what are you doing?
It's not even about the new year per se. It's this season.
Got you. Can you close your mouth? No.
Or at least say good morning.
They couldn't hear you.
They couldn't hear you.
They still couldn't hear you.
Good morning.
Use your KJ knockout voice.
I don't scream in the stream.
But you talk like that in the stream.
You're right.
So say good morning that way. I don't know what that was. So
no, I did not tell them how you're going to get beat today.
Well, y'all might as well tell them since y'all whispering little Skittles.
That's your new nickname. Oh,
Little
shoot,
Skittles.
I didn't share. That's your new nickname, Little Skittles.
Little Skittles.
Yes.
Bruh, will you stop? Hey, Miss Rosie, Sister Angie, Miss Willa Mae.
I just shared it.
I'm like, what in the world are you doing back there with that broken mop?
It's not a broken mop.
It's a dog toy.
It's a dog toy.
It's a broken mop.
It's not the mop part. Goes on there. It hooks on there. We just took that part off.
Oh, okay. I thought it was broken.
It's actually pretty fun.
But you can't do it
Go the other
because
way.
we're live.
Go the other way.
Go the other way so he doesn't see you jumping over there. You stepped on the skewer.
No, I pulled myself.
Yeah. All right.
Yes. Psalm 32. Psalm 32, the joy of forgiveness. This is David's contemplation. This Psalm of David, a contemplation. This is one that many believe. There is no proof to this, but many believe that this psalm and Psalm 51 go together, which we'll look at next year. And Psalm 51 was written when he was when he came to himself. Excuse me. Hey there, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
When he came to himself from being with Bathsheba after his sin with that. So we would normally we like stories with a happy ending, right? We like the introduction, we like the body, and then we like a nice little conclusion where everything's wrapped up in a bow, or we would say, and they lived happily ever after, right? Well, Hebrew poetry doesn't go that way. Hebrew poetry will often state it, what the conclusion is, and all these supporting facts about it. Just the way Paul writes, just the way Jesus preaches. That's what that is. That's the way they do that. So they'll state this, they'll make the statement, and then they'll give all the supporting information about it. We do that sometimes when we're talking, but a lot of times in a story, we typically don't do that.
Jesus preaches like that?
Mhm.
Really? I'm going to go look at that. And then if that's the case, why don't we pattern our preaching after Jesus
I don't know.
instead of after?
Because
The
people
great-
listen differently. Because in our, I would say, and this is just my thought, just in this second, because people listen, we want to hear the progression of the story.
But
You know?
Jesus is perfect.
I got it.
His preaching style would transcend all time.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start preaching like Jesus. See what happens.
Go ahead. And some would say, well, they do when they state the title or some call it subject or theme or whatever of their sermon.
We just
And
learned a
then
bunch of big words and now
go
we
from
too-
there. So, but
too
Hebrew
teeny
poetry,
tiny.
and sometimes it comes in the beginning, sometimes it comes like slap in the middle of it. You're like, oh, okay, and then it just keeps going, and you're like, wow, all right. Guess you wanted to kind of parse that out a little bit further. All right. Whew, that headache. It says, blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered.
Period. There you go.
Thank you for joining in for today's weekly motivation. You see what I'm saying? It's like he just comes right out and say it. Jesus did teach in parables as well. But remember, he's telling the story. He's going to the climax, right? But when he's presenting, you really see it in the Apostle Paul's writing, that they present the doctrine, or present what it is, and then they give all of the supporting information. When you're debating, that's how you debate. Sports debate, political debate, any kind of debate that you hear, a person will always state their thing, their position, and what they think. So we were arguing about
Persuasive writing.
That's
what it is.
If we were arguing about when the trash goes out, and I thought it goes out Monday, she thinks it ought to go out Sunday night because they pick it up Monday morning, right? We would say I would say we need to take it out Monday morning because da 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 da.
I believe the trash should be taken out such and such because da 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 da.
You see, and so that's the form of Hebrew poetry, and that's kind of why it starts. That's why it looks the way it does. So he says, "Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered." Of course, transgression is willfully sinning. Sin that you know is wrong, something that you know is wrong, but you do it anyway. That transgression, just I don't care. I'm just going to do it anyhow. Blessed is a man, verse 2, blessed is the man to whom the Lord does not impute iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no deceit. And so he kind of takes it a little more. Blessed is the man to whom the Lord does not impute iniquity. So God ain't, God ain't putting iniquity on you. He's not putting that on you. In whose spirit there is no deceit. When I kept silent, my bones grew cold. Oh, excuse me. Why did I say cold? My bones grew. Am I cold? No, I'm not cold. When I kept silent, my bones grew old through my groaning all the day long. For day and night your hand was heavy upon me. My vitality was turned into the drought of summer. Selah. This is, David is parsing this thing out. It's like he has sinned, but he hasn't confessed it yet, right? And so he's in that place of, I know I did something wrong. I know I did something wrong. I don't know if I should. When I watch it, it's gonna kind of walk. It's gonna prove itself. What I was saying. With something he mentions in a moment. He said, I acknowledge my sin to you, see it, and my iniquity I have not hidden, excuse me. I said, I will confess my transgressions to the Lord, and you forgave my iniquity, the iniquity of my sin, Selah. So this is where he actually confesses it. He says, I will confess. Hey there, Minister Lewis. I will confess my transgressions to the Lord. Now, just because we say that doesn't mean we're confessing it. Right. To confess it means to actually say it again, say it over.
And to do something that I unfortunately am seeing that we don't grab a hold to: responsibility and accountability. Like, it's just easier to say, oh, I did this because they did this to me, or I did it. No, be responsible for your own actions.
It has nothing to do with them.
It has nothing to do.
I mean, people do what
True
they do.
confession.
Right.
Let me put it that way. True confession.
We're responsible for how we respond, not how somebody else acts. You know what I mean?
Which is hard.
It is
challenging. It really is. However, true confession is not predicated on anything or anyone else. It is our response to whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And when we fall short, we say, I fell short.
I was teaching the kids how to apologize a couple years ago. And I was saying, make sure when you apologize, don't just say I apologize. And don't do the whole, if I did something to you. Nah, you know you did something wrong. So a proper apology would be, I apologize for ... I mean, that's what you apologize. That's what you did wrong, or you believe you did wrong. So, and of course, if somebody doesn't do anything wrong, if you ain't do nothing wrong, you ain't do nothing wrong. But if you did something wrong, you apologize.
Or even if you didn't do anything wrong,
and it was offensive,
and it was taken wrong, you can still apologize for that.
Sure.
Miscommunication or misrepresentation. There's definitely always room for apology when a brother or a sister is offended. Although the Bible says, be slow to take offense.
Mm-hmm. So to give, church covenant, so to give or take offense, but always ready for reconciliation. Being mindful of the rules of the state. For this cause, see, and I'll stop. A lot of witches like say too much. For this cause, everyone who is godly shall pray to you, talking about to God, in a time when you may be found. Surely in a flood of great waters, they shall not come near him. So even when things look like they're overtaking them, when we come to you, those things that look like are going to overtake us won't overtake us. And those are the things that come as a result. The context here, as a result of my sin. There are some things that happen in our lives as a result of sin. Sometimes body issues and sickness and whatnot come as a result of sin. And I'm gonna say this, not turning there, but in James, when it talks about call upon the elders, if any of you is sick among you, call upon the elders. That comes on the heels of, if we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us and cleanse us of all unrighteousness. And then, and after that, it talks about healing. And so there's some things that come on us as a result of sin, especially unconfessed sin. Here's the thing. It may be your pain, issue, sickness, whatever, may be the result, M-A-Y, not is always the result of sin. And we don't want to get to the place where we think, oh, you did something wrong. Why? Because then we become like
Eliphaz, Bildad.
Mm-hmm. Job's friends, right? We do the same thing they do when they said to Job, you just an evil, low down, dirty, rotten scoundrel, whatever, because you've done something. And that's why you're dealing with it. So all the time, our sickness is not always as a result of sin. However, sometimes it is.
That's why we always have to be in a constant state of confession. That's why if we are praying without ceasing, as the Bible says, then in our praying without ceasing, we're confessing without ceasing. And so it's amazing to me how God gives us this simple plan that we make so hard. We make it so challenging, where God just has this plan. Like, he tells us exactly what to do. pray without ceasing covers everything else. It covers the confession and the thanksgiving and the adoration and the supplication. And when you do that, then he has a responsibility to do what the word says, to supply your need and to heal. It's all on him, but there's like, okay, so here's our part. And yes, we fall short. And God even said, I know y'all gonna fall short. So here's a little mercy and here's a little grace. Like we have this perfect, this perfect plan that God has in place. And we just got to be obedient. Like on the heels of everything, it's just obedience. That's why for the new year, we ain't bringing it in partying. You can go to your New Year party if you want, but we gonna be on the altar.
Hey, Mr. Leah.
Make an altar wherever you are. I got a picture this morning. Somebody sent a picture and said, "Here's my altar."
Okay. All right.
I didn't mean that. Like, don't literally make an altar.
Yeah. Like, don't like get a cross and candle. No. All right, move right along. Somebody gonna say, I gotta make an altar.
No, that's not what I was saying. I mean, you can, but that's not what I'm saying at all. We're saying that wherever you are is the altar. You are the sacrifice. Thus, wherever you are is the altar.
I just thought of something. Wow.
All right, back on Psalms. I took a whole.
No, that's exactly what he says in verse 6. He says, for this cause, everyone who is godly shall pray to you. It's exactly what Dana was just talking about, is that because of all those things going on, when I come to you in prayer, I'm going to cover those. I'm going to confess my transgressions. He says, you are my hiding place. And this is a good reason to go to God. You are my hiding place. You are my hiding place. You shall preserve me from trouble. You shall surround me with songs of deliverance. Selah. It's a good place to rest right there. Yeah. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will guide you with my eye. Old school song. I will guide thee with mine eye. All the way from earth to heaven. I will guide thee with mine eye. The first time I ever sung on a male chorus, that's the song we sung. And Deacon Alvesta Sanders was the lead with the Lord now. And we were like, what? What song is this? Oh, Lord. Do not be like the horse or like the mule. What do you mean? Which has no understanding, which must be harnessed with bit and bridle, else they would not come near you. Many sorrows shall be to the wicked, but he who trusts in the Lord, mercy shall surround him. Be glad in the Lord and rejoice, you righteous, and shout for joy, all you upright in heart. Look like you're getting anything.
Yes, I was going back to the beginning.
Go ahead.
And shout for joy, all you upright in heart. Why? Because blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven.
See how that's
whose sin
closes
is
up.
covered.
Nice little bow. Nice little bow.
Voila.
That's how we would have finished it. But that's that's not Hebrew poetry. So there we go. Psalm 32.
In its entirety.
We'll go to Psalm
22. On the morrow.
Okay.
Happy New Year, Bishop.
Oh,
the bishop's in the house.
Bishop. Hey, sir. I miss you, man.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just felt
that feel. Yeah, you get that little. I miss her. I miss First Lady. Okay. Your eyes are sweating. I felt the sweat come. I felt the sweat come.
Jesus. It's hot, nigga. Oh, man.
Gosh.
Oh, man.
All right.
Happy New Year to you, sir.
Yes.
Merry Christmas, Noel, and all that. We ain't talked since. It's been a minute. And gotta lay eyes on you, man. We gotta lay eyes on y'all. You and Miss Camden. Both of y'all. Just saying.
Not virtually either.
Nah, not virtually. Nah, we need to see you. New Year's Eve praise service tomorrow, 11 p.m. virtually, right here. And
Is it tomorrow? Yeah.
Tomorrow. Sorry.
Club.
My bad. Who can recognize that tune though? Bam.
Wait, his phone went off somewhere. Where were we? And it was like, why does he have that song? Is the person from Africa or something?
My sister said that. Oh, yeah, you're my favorite too, man.
Yes,
for sure.
Show.
Yeah, we'll service on Thursday, tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Got about another
Coming to America.
few. That's it. Absolutely. Boom, batter. The King's Motorcade. Coming to America 1. Coming to America 2 is next year. Yeah, right here and on Zoom, there's a flyer up. Make sure you see it, share it. It's on the church's page. It's on my page.
It's on my page.
It's on Dina's page. And somebody else's page. I don't know. Go and share it.
I'll pin it to the top.
Okay. And I think that's it.
That's it.
Oh no, consecration prayer tonight, 8 p.m. tomorrow, 6 a.m. And that's the last one.
It's
8
not
p.m.
the
tonight,
last one.
6
We'll
a.m.
close out.
No, what's going to say?
No.
It's the last one for this 40-day consecration. We will, and then we'll all come together at 11 o'clock tomorrow for worship. All right. Okay. Y'all have a fantastic day. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Jesus, I need to get up. My head is hurting. All right. We love y'all.
You can't do a thing about it.
All right,
I'm get him some fresh squeezed juice to get rid of that headache. Some fresh squeezed bacon. Fresh squeezed bacon and eggs.
Freshly squeezed ribs and a steak. All right, y'all.
All right, folks.